Hello, Serge here from the back tee at Old South Golf Links with, as you know, to my right here, Greg McDonald. But to my left, we got somebody new in here, and this is Dale Moser. And Dale Moser, as you can see by the sign above my head, does fitted golf clubs. He's a swing surgeon certified fitter. And much to our enjoyment, Dale decided to move south and become a southerner here in South Carolina. And he's right up the road in Okatee, which is the next town beyond Bluffton, which is what? 15 minutes from here?
Absolutely.
10 minutes. So
right.
He's been here for our first day here at the golf school, and what we did is we're not doing total club fittings, but what we're doing is we're doing like club checkups, because a really good club fitting is like 3 or 4 hours.
It takes a while.
Right, so
Absolutely.
that would take up more than the whole, with 6 students like we have here, that would take up a day and a half. So we're just getting them right, and we're going to come back to Dale and talk to him in a minute, because I know the first thing you're all interested in hearing about is, what's the score? Because we've been at this golf school stuff for almost 3 years now, and we got a running score going for proper alignment. Right. And y'all want to guess?
Well, it's still 0.
Still 0. Go ahead, say it loud so they can.
I'm hesitant to say it, but it's still 0.
Still 0. Yep. I mean, but this time here we had actually 2 aiming to the left.
We did.
And 4 to the right. But we're still batting 0. And I mean, we work a lot about on club alignment, on your alignment, and that's important because, as you know, 95% of all swing problems arise out of alignment. Right. And so alignment. Don't play golf without it. But we got a big presentation that we do now and giving some new thoughts about alignment, and I got a little new theory I've been throwing out, and I think it's starting to work. Absolutely. So before I really release it to the world, I'm going to test it on my students here, or I might even call them victims, but it's really working, I think.
Oh, absolutely. All of them improved today.
Really improved, absolutely. They got good ball striking, and today we did their prescription. I did their prescription yesterday, and today we wrote out their diagnosis. I mean, yesterday I did the prescription today, so we really got them working. And this afternoon we had the whole afternoon session was just putting alone, and we got them all putting, and they all passed the big 10 in a row or you don't go test. And they passed that one right out of the chute. So swing-wise, we again, predominantly every swing problem was caused by alignment.
Absolutely. I mean, once we got them lined up better, their arms started working more properly. Their lift was good, and because of the lift being good, their drop and their turn was coming right on plane.
Right. And the biggest problems we had in most of the follow-throughs was that if the camera's the target and they're aiming way to the right, the arms had to pull and collapse around them, so we had reverse weight shifters.
That's right.
And we had one guy that was really good. He really had the best fake out I've seen in a long time. He'd get back here on that back foot and then he'd go like this and look at me, I'm in a great finish. And he had to put the best fake out. And so I guess he thought I couldn't see through my glasses. The key was, where was he at impact? He was back on his back foot. But now,
but you know what he's doing now? Now he's drawing the ball.
Now he's hitting a nice soft draw.
Yesterday was a cut. Today's a draw.
Yeah, weak fade. Now he's down to hitting a nice straight draw, straight to a little draw. So he's doing good. And again, a couple of the other issues were folks that couldn't get to the left side and they were wrapping around there. So they had no chance of a finish. And the finish is important because why? The forward upswing is the part you hit the ball on. So if you can't get through it to a finish, you certainly can't hit good shots. So we saw a lot of improvement there. But Dale, come on, get in here and tell me, what did you see with the clubs?
Well, one of the things we had here at the school today is we had a FlightScope launch monitor, and we gave everybody a chance to hit some shots on the launch monitor, and it gave us a lot of information.
So how does this monitor work? Because years ago they used to have this little thing stuck on a little little stick or something near the ball, and it was supposed to tell you what's going on out there, and somehow I kind of feel that couldn't happen.
That was kind of ancient technology. What we're using now is a 3D Doppler radar launch monitor.
So is that something like weather channels talk about?
Absolutely, and what it does is it follows that golf ball from the time it leaves the tee all the way until it hits the ground, and it's also following the club head, so that when we're taking pictures of a shot, we're getting all of the information that we need both for the club head and the golf ball, and it's telling us what's going on. And what we did is that for each player we put together a little book where we have actually screenshots of the launch monitor data, and we gave each student a book.
Okay, now before you go any farther, I still got to ask this question. How accurate is the data of what's happening with the ball? Because I even had a NASA engineer that I taught tell me that NASA didn't have a machine that could have a little detector at the ball, measuring about 3 inches of movement, and determine what was going on 200, 250 yards out there.
Yeah, so is
this accurate?
This is accurate to within 3 yards out at 200 yards. So that's pretty accurate.
Meaning 3 yards of distance.
3 yards of distance and dispersion.
Dispersion. So that's pretty good. And so we're getting accurate feedback on the height, the flight, the rotations of the ball, and everything else.
Absolutely. This is one of the best machines available in the industry, and we're using it here at the school.
Okay. And how many of our fitters have these?
I would imagine all of the swing surgeon certified fitters have these.
Okay, but this is technology that's just kind of come out in the last couple of years, and so if a guy's on top of this, he's on top of his fitting game.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead. What do we got on the first page?
Okay, this page here is called the shot plot, and it gives you a depiction of what the ball flight looks like as it goes down range, and you can toggle back and forth from shot to shot if you have multiple shots, and you can see ones that went left or right or high or low, and you can kind of see how consistent a player is.
Okay, so that's good, because we find out if you're hitting it too high or too low, or hitting it, dribbling it. What does it look like if it's a dribble? It's on the ground?
Yeah, it looks like a grounder, no question about it. It looks like the shortstop's getting ready to pick it up.
Okay.
Okay. Second screen that we're showing here is just a data screen. It's all numbers. It shows the club head speed, the ball speed, shows the launch angle, the spin rate, and it gives that information for each shot, and then it gives you an average down at the bottom, so that when you, as a club fitter, I'm looking at it to determine how stiff the shaft ought to be, what kind of club head design there ought to be for that player, whether they need more loft, less loft. So it gives a lot of information both for a swing instructor and for a club fitter.
Yeah, it's
okay, so this is the data part. This is a really interesting screen. We all talk about the over-the-top or the inside-out swing or the outside-in swing.
How about the on swing?
Well, we do have some on shots, but this one isn't one of them. This one you can see is an over-the-top, outside-to-in swing, and you can show the student exactly what's going on with that club head.
Let me just explain. I see the name on this, and that had to be that way because this student won the farthest right of the ward, aiming too far right or aiming offline of the whole class.
That's right.
And so he had only one way to get back to the ball, outside to in.
That's right. So we're coming outside to in with an open face, and we all know where that ball's going.
It used to be that way. That's right.
It used to be.
That's right.
And then the final swing,
the final picture.
The final picture that I have here actually tracks the club head in minor increments, so you can really see the path both horizontally and vertical, so you can see not only where it's coming around horizontally, but where it's coming in vertically, so if they've got a steep angle of attack or a shallow angle of attack.
And then does it show the on up to the finish? Or is it just showing the
this particular one, if they have a good finish, it will show that. It will take this line and take it all the way out to the end of the graph. If they chop that swing off, like in this case, you can see it stops.
Meaning he was wrapping around the body.
Exactly.
Which means because he's aiming right, having to pull it around, so there's no way he's getting to a finish.
Right. So that's
cool. So every one of the students got one of those.
All of the swing surgeon club fitters.
I hit some balls. I didn't get one.
Oh, you're not a student though. You're a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, we're very lucky to have Dale with us because of
the
technology now to be able to have instructors on site and to have Dale come in and offer club fitting. We provide a complete service now to all our students.
Yeah, but in a school, it's just going to be a club assessment, I guess we could call it.
Club assessment.
Because a good fitting is 3 or 4 hours. Go into a store and in 5, 10, or 15 minutes, they fit you.
Right.
That ain't even sniffing it. And so, but even what we're doing today, Dale spent probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes or more with some of the students.
Right.
What was the driver count?
Well, we had 6 students at this particular school, and I cut 5 of them down last night.
5 out of 6.
5 out of 6.
How come the 6th one didn't get cut?
Well, his had already been cut.
Right, he had it cut before. He already had it cut before he came here. He listens to the dailies. He listens to the surge.
And you know what? They were just finishing up with them tonight, and every one of them was hitting the drivers better. You know, tonight. So
yeah, we took a 46-inch driver and made it a 44-inch driver. And we had somebody driving the ball a lot better today. And we had
That was the guy that had that book, wasn't it? That's his book, wasn't it?
That's Bob's.
That's right. That's right.
Our video photographer tonight,
Yeah.
holding the camera.
And we had two ladies who had 44-inch drivers, and they're now 42-inch drivers, and they're driving a lot better this afternoon as well.
2 inches is a lot.
2 inches is a lot.
Now you have to make some adjustments in the weight in the head because when you
That's
cut
right.
off at the grip,
When you cut
it
it off-
lightens the head off.
That's right. You change the balance of the club, and so when you shorten the club, you need to add some weight to the head to restore the proper balance to the club. So that's
Okay.
part of the process.
So that means tomorrow you're going to have all these drivers back for them, and you got them back real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
You got
they're
it done
back
early,
before, yep.
and so we're going to talk. We got some other issues that we're going to talk about the next time we get together. Okay.
Right, right.
So club fitting is important. Better clubs make you better players. It's a tool. Just think about it. The better your tools, the better you do your job. And so it's amazing how the mind can help the body get into bad postures and crazy swings just to be able to hit clubs that are really ill-fitted for you. So hopefully this will be this will be available because
Oh, it is available.
because Dale is permanently here down with you.
Absolutely.
I'm down here
So-
now, and I'll be working at Old South on a regular basis.
Sounds good. So we'll look forward to see Dale a lot more in the future at all our schools and all our events here.
Yep.
And so for Dale, Greg, and the Surge, that's it for today, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow after what we do in tomorrow's school and come back with you a new report on that.
There we
All
go.
right? Well, that's it, and we'll be talking to you soon.